Hey, how's it going everyone? What is up and welcome back to the channel and another MK11 discussion video. Before we jump into it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Also, like the video, it helps out the channel more than you could ever know. And don't forget to leave me a comment down below, let me know what you want me to talk about. I love doing suggested videos, so make sure to leave them. And also, don't forget about the tournament series we have going on my Patreon and the giveaway. Hear more about all three of those at the end of the video, but let's go ahead and jump into this. So, as promised, we're doing the potential of Takeda today. We did Is Takeda Coming a few days ago, and I want this series and Are They Coming series to really tie hand in hand, like they go with each other. So today we're going to be talking about Takeda, his story from MK11 to, or MKX to MK11, and then what they could do in MK11 leading into MK12 with this character. So Takeda was one of my favorite characters from MKX. He was one of my favorite combat kicks that actually got added into the game. I felt like he had an interesting story. It was the story of, you know, his father kind of abandoning him to go hunt down his mother and his wife's killer. Of course, Kenshi is Takeda's father. His mother was murdered by the Red Dragon, I believe it was. So Kenshi's whole story revolves around the Red Dragon, and Takeda's story eventually evolves into that. So in MKX, Takeda is working with the Special Forces under the Shirai Ryu, I believe, because Scorpion does train Takeda under his father's wishes, I believe. So, fast forward, everything happens in MKX, everything, he works with the Special Forces and everything, and then we move into MK11, where he is nowhere to be found except for in a couple character endings, and he's mentioned in a couple of intros with Jackie, and I think he has some gear items. So where did Takeda go? Now, as far as we know with the character endings and, the story that we've gotten inside the game and everything else, Takeda is on a classified mission that no one can really talk about, not even Cassie Cage, who becomes general at that point. So she can't even talk about it. But mainly we all think that he is hunting down the Red Dragon with his dad, with Kenshi. So I think that really opens up a big story to come into, to start in MK11, bringing Takeda back in DLC, in Combat Pack 2 or 3, bringing him back in Combat Pack 2 or 3, letting us know where he's been through his character intros with Sub-Zero, with Scorpion, with Cassie, with everybody else that's in the game who played a big part with Takeda, and bring him back, introduce him again to, these guys who are just playing MK11 and haven't played MKX, don't know who this character is, but also fill us people who really enjoyed him in MKX and enjoyed the story in MKX, fill us in on where he's been and why he wasn't in the main story for MK11. Now, we're all assuming, and I think it's pretty much been spelled out, that he's been hunting the Red Dragon with Kenshi, like I've said, his father. So let us know, some details of what he's been doing and everything else, build it up, and maybe even add a villain from the Red Dragon that we have yet to see or haven't seen in a long time, and lead this story arc into MK12. See, they don't tend to do this a lot. In Mortal Kombat, they tend to have this one overarching story, and that's really it. There's not really any subplots, there's not really any side stuff going on, besides maybe the Cyberlink Way, but the Cyberlink Way usually always ties back in a major way to the main story. Give us a little subplot, Kenshi and Takeda have always been two of the most interesting characters, along with Scorpion to me. Kenshi especially, Takeda just got added. But, give those two characters a subplot. I mean, tie them into the overarching main story if you want to. Tie them in there, give it a reason to be happening. But, just give us a little side plot, a little subplot. Give us a couple of chapters with Kenshi and Takeda, and maybe, Kung Jin, bring Kung Jin back in MK12, and give us a side plot of hunting the Red Dragon, getting vengeance, getting revenge for Takeda and Kenshi. I think that would be a very interesting thing, and they really haven't capitalized on any side plots, any subplots in Mortal Kombat since they've rebooted the franchise. I just believe they are truly missing out on some of the characters' actual stories, some of their good stories behind them. They did some cool stuff in Aftermath with, Liu Kang and Fujin, and Raiden, drawing those characters up a little bit, Shang Tsung, Nightwolf, all those characters, but they are yet to really do anything but a main story. Like, a main story is always good to have, even in movies we have main stories, but we also have these side plots going on that really tend to be, for me at least, some of the most interesting parts of some of my favorite movies, because they care enough to have this overarching story, and then they have this side plot going on that's just as interesting and is just as enticing as the main story. And that's what I really like to see in my stories, whether it's movies, whether it's TV, whether it's games. I'd like to see an interesting side plot of vengeance for, his mother, and vengeance for, Kenshi's wife. Hunting the red dragon. Give us like a couple of chapters with them, play them in like that. I just think it should start in MK11. I definitely think it should start in MK11. They should build the story up, let us know where he's been, build him back into the story, and have him, play a bigger part, even if it's through dialogue. Really grandwise, whatever the fuck that word is, what he was doing with his father. But that's just the story part. His gameplay was always really fun. Takeda had some really fun gameplay in MKX. His Ronin variation was really good. We saw players like Hayate using the Ronin variation, and the Ronin variation tends to be like one of the most popular variations in Mortal Kombat X. It was fun to do with its lightsaber setups and its insane combos. You could literally do 3-bar combos, and if you knew how to get damage with that character, then you could literally do about 55% of someone's health bar with 3 meters. So that could be a 1 meter comeback, and I'd like to see some shit like that return in MK11, even though we don't have the meter system anymore. I still feel like even without the meter system, even without the run system, even without all the crazy 50-50 horseshit mix-ups, I still feel like Takeda is an interesting enough character with his moveset, with his character arc and character design, to be brought back and have just as cool of a moveset in MK11 as he did in X, and it might be one of the characters that reignite the fire for MK11 for me. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Let me know what you think about this potential of video in the comments down below. Let me know also what you'd like to see next for the potential of. Next week we're doing Are They Coming and the potential of for Natara, but let me know what you think about this one, your thoughts on Takeda and his potential for MK11. Also, don't forget about the tournament series we have going on called Tuken's Mixed City. Week 2 is going to take place on July 14th, which is tomorrow at 7 p.m. EST on my Twitch channel. We have gone back to streaming on Twitch full time. We're not going to be on YouTube anymore. I like Twitch a lot better. So we're going to be on there every day but Wednesday. So make sure you go to the link in the description down below to my Twitch channel and make sure to follow over. We're going to have a lot of fun over there. And also don't forget about the giveaway we have going on. You can click on the link in the description down below to the YouTube video that is for the giveaway, and it will tell you every way you can enter the giveaway. And also don't forget about my Patreon. If you would like to help support the channel in a bigger and better way, you can go to my Patreon in the link in the description box down below and support on there with anywhere from $1 to $20, and every dollar I get on there goes to bettering the stream and the YouTube channel. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. My name is Tuken, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.